curious with what you plan to talk about tonight in the administration, what they would like to do with school choice. How can the government successfully administer this on a national level when you say education, public school education, has been done so poorly by the government?
Well, we're going to be talking very broadly about the notion of empowering parents to make the right decisions for their kids' education on a broad scale. And as you know, this president and this administration has been very vocal in its support for that notion. The specifics of how that will be accomplished remain to be seen, but we're going to be talking about the necessity of really empowering states in a big way to make those decisions. And Indiana is a really great example of a state that has gone a long way to helping parents make the right choices for their kids.
Secretary, there's been criticism when it comes to ensuring the quality of non-public schools, also oversight and showing their success. Can you speak to this and what proof and how you ensure that moving forward?
Well, we are certainly advocates for great schools and great educational environments for all kids, no matter what the delivery mechanism is. And parents are the ones to whom schools are should be first accountable. And beyond that, we should be focused on what the outcomes are. How are kids achieving? It doesn't matter what school it is. All schools should be delivering great education to the kids that they're helping to educate.
Across the street, there are a number of protesters, teachers, the State Teachers Association. I'm curious why you think you have become such a controversial figure across the country.
Well, I can't comment specifically to why I would be, but I know that with any kind of prospect of change, there's a lot of fear and resistance. And I think that, you know, the opportunity to help be a spokesperson for many whose voices haven't been heard for many years, and to be able to help advance the notion that parents are the first educators of their kids and that they know best what kind of an environment their kids can thrive in. That is maybe a little bit different than what we've been talking about. We've talked a lot about buildings and systems. We need to be talking about individual kids and what's right for them, and investing in and helping encourage them to learn and do the best that they possibly can do.
What are we going to see in terms of the president's budget proposal tomorrow in terms of money for vouchers? And is this tax credit notion a separate idea in terms of the tax plan?
Well, the budget broadly is going to be very focused on investing in what works for students. And as you know, the department is responsible for all of the educational environments from kindergarten through higher education. And so we have been very intent on focusing on what works on behalf of students and helping to support that. But again, when you think about the fact that the department, that at a federal level, only 8% of education is funded from the federal level, and the real action is in the states and local communities. We are intent on helping states to do what they can do best and help them ensure that they are giving all kids within their states the right educational environment for them.
Will there be incentives for states to implement school choice?
There is going to be an element around school choice, much of it more probably more experimental and or research oriented. And there's also been support in the budget in the past for charter schools and high quality replication of charters. But we'll address all of those details in more specificity in the days to come.
One more question.
Secretary, we've heard about a cut to after-school programs to the tune of more than $1 billion. Why cut that?
We are going to be talking about the budget when the budget is released, and again, we are focused on those programs and those efforts and initiatives that are really supporting students learn and achieve, and those are the things that we're going to continue to advocate be funded at the federal level.